to Canada because there's a lot of political turmoil for the Trudeau government as Jagmeet Singh's NDP has withdrawn its support. What will this mean for the political climate of Canada considering it's headed into polls in October of 2025? Does it mean there will be early polls? Well, I spoke to one of the NDP politicians. Listen in to what Mr. Sandhu has to say. Jagmeet Singh has said that the Liberals were too weak, too selfish to fight for Canadians, and that's being given as the primary reason why he and NDP have withdrawn their support from the Trudeau government. Why so?
Well, the confidence and supply motion that was signed with the Liberals 3 years ago, that has been in place, and a lot of the things that the NDP wanted, Mr. Singh wanted from the Liberals, they have not delivered on those, especially dental care, pharma care for all. And it's not reaching to a successful conclusion for now. And Mr. Singh has upped the ante in a sense that he wants to have certain things for Canadians in the next legislation season that's coming up.
All right. Does that mean that the NDP may return to the supply and confidence agreement if the demands are reconsidered by Justin Trudeau?
Well, I mean, what Mr. Singh has said is that they will look at each issue on piece by piece. So whenever the parliament opens up later this month, the party and Mr. Singh will decide on issue by issue whether they'll be supporting the Liberal government or not.
Now, ever since Justin Trudeau first took office in November of 2025, polls are suggesting that he's suffering from voter fatigue. What explains this voter fatigue?
Well, I mean, you've had elections in India, and people, when somebody's in power for so long, people do get sick and tired, and they do want a new change. They want to have a new government or new people to govern. That is probably the case here and also in Canada. But you know, the election is far away. We don't have a clear majority from any of the parties yet. And the Conservatives, Liberal Party, NDP, Bloc Québécois, they'll have to work together to form some sort of a coalition government, even if the elections were held today.
All right. I'd also like to discuss Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre, who's criticized Mr. Jagmeet Singh for not committing to a non-confidence vote, dismissing his entire announcement as a stunt. Last week, Pierre Poilievre had also penned an open letter to Jagmeet Singh to abandon his agreements with the Liberals. I'd like to know your response on behalf of NDP.
Well, the Pierre Poilievre has always been picking on Liberals and NDP and Bloc Québécois ever since the last election. And it's time that he actually focuses on Canadians, focuses on Canadian issues that are important to everyday Canadians that are voting in the next general election. So I think Pierre Poilievre hasn't offered anything that will appeal to Canadians.